Good afternoon and welcome to Tab York Live. I'm Elliot Rich and I'm delighted today to be joined by Michelle Mook from Pro Development. Good afternoon, Michelle. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
It's lovely to have you. I'm feeling very lively today whenever I see you, Michelle. I always feel very bubbly.
Good stuff.
Michelle, as everybody know, is the Managing Director of Pro Development here in York. And as you can see, we're going to be talking all about high-performing and engaged teams today. So investing in your team to create high-performing and engaged workplace. So that's going to be our main topic. But Michelle, just for a moment or two, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Pro Development?
Yeah, sure. So we've been going for 10 years. It's our 10-year anniversary this year, working with SMEs across Yorkshire and the Humber. And yeah, doing everything we love, which is around high performance and engagement, really. So we work with usually senior leadership teams and their teams to help them look at actually how do you become a high performing team, how do you become a great place to work. And we run various tools and techniques, and we run courses and workshops and surveys, various things really, looking at how to bring out the best in your people. And we love it. We're very lucky. We get to work with fab people in our area, which is great.
Absolutely. You're an absolutely passionate team in what you do, and you've done some wonderful work in the York community. So I think today's a really important topic, and I've got a couple of questions I'd like to put to you. The first really around this main topic is about why are high-performing and engaged workplaces integral to the success of business?
Yeah, great question, Elliot. You know, we've been doing this for a decade just in our local region. And, you know, I guess underlying all of this is that what we do know is what makes great businesses is great people. You know, it's all about the people, no matter what your business is. And, you know, we all want to work in a great place, you know, a place that we're really proud of. From a business perspective, it's kind of makes complete sense. You know, we know that when you've got an engaged workforce, talent retention is really key. It's quite scary at the moment, actually, lots of people talking about what a problem it is to retain people and get good people. So for us, it's about when you get them, making sure you keep them and that you keep the right people and that you help them to be really productive. You know, productivity in the UK is a bit of a challenge. So we're really trying to do our bit in our region to really help businesses to be as productive as possible, have happy people, happy engaged people, and ultimately increase their profit, because we know that, you know, the research shows that where you have happy engaged people, they're really productive, you make more money, and everybody's happy. And I guess finding that sort of that middle ground of really happy people, happy business owners is a great place to be. The cost of losing really good people now is high. 12 to 18 months salary, they reckon, as well, if you lose a really good person. So what we've just, a client recently has lost somebody who was just started to work with, have lost 7 people through COVID, and they've worked out it's cost them about £250,000, which is a lot of money to be walking out the door. So yeah, it makes a lot of business sense. But you know, ultimately we all want to think that we're creating a great place to work for people as well. So
well, that leads me nicely on to another key question, really, about what we're actually doing about it. So particularly with the clients, and I know you work across York and wider afield in Yorkshire and beyond. So what are you doing with some of your clients that helps them towards high performance and high engagement?
Yeah, I mean, actually, as well, Elliot, I probably didn't mention I'm also the regional ambassador for Engage for Success. So that's actually looking at the issue across the UK as a whole. And that's really fascinating. We're doing quite a lot in Yorkshire and the Humber under that. So that's really helping to raise awareness of, you know, how important engagement is to business success in our region. But in terms of pro development, what we're doing with our clients, all sorts of things. I mean, probably one of the big things that we spend a lot of our time on is the staff surveys. And those are really brilliant for helping to identify really clearly how engaged people are, what it is they're engaged with, and maybe what's getting in the way as well. You know, most business owners that we talk to, when we say, how engaged are your people? they genuinely don't know. They say, oh, we think they're quite engaged. And I guess the key is you need to kind of know how engaged are they. The key thing with staff surveys is about the action planning. It's completely pointless running a survey if you're not prepared to take action off the back of that. So again, spending a lot of our time really building action plans with them that help to drive engagement up, build on their strengths, address any issues that they might have. And it's not for the faint-hearted. You know, it's a brave thing to do, a staff survey, but hugely beneficial to the business, and it usually highlights similar things are coming out, Elliot, in terms of themes in our region. Communication is always a biggie, really hard to get that right. So you know, we sort of really help them to build a really good communication plan and stick to it. You know, make sure people have got that voice, that it's a two-way process. Value and recognition always comes up in the bottom three. Again, just simple thank yous, you know, remembering sometimes to let people know that they've done a great job and why, you know, what it is that they've done. It never ceases to amaze me how many people we speak to, particularly managers, who just don't know their teams. You know, they don't know what it is that they need to feel valued at work. So just helping them to really highlight some of those things and think about what they can do, and then investing in the people, you know, making sure that if they are going to invest, they invest in the right things, the things that are going to make a difference, not what we call sticking plaster training, but actually stuff that really is going to drive engagement up and build the business as well.
That's wonderful. Some great examples there. And I know you've had some super successes around the region. And just maybe a word on some of the funding that's available, Michelle. I know that's something I've heard you talk about. And of course, it is an investment. And perhaps, you know, there is funding available for employers and companies around the country.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, certainly for us, we're really lucky in this region. For the Leeds City region at the moment, there's funding for any business, no matter what their size. So that's really great. So that covers sort of West Yorkshire, Leeds, and includes York and Harrogate as well. But we've also recently got funding for York, North Yorkshire and the East Riding now as well. And again, both of those funding pots, if clients are eligible, so York, North Yorkshire and the East Riding, they've got to be an SME. 40% towards the cost, which is you know, huge when you're a small business really trying to invest in your people. It's that difference between maybe doing something and a bit more, or that difference between not doing it or doing it. So yeah.
I mean, going back to the main topic today, those words say it all: high performing, engaged. We're looking for success. So if those are boxes that as an employer, as a business leader or business owner, you're looking to do, absolutely, they need to get in touch with you and the team, Michelle, because, you know, there is funding available. You're doing fantastic work, and we really need everybody on board to help our businesses go forward in these tough times. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much today, Michelle. That's a pleasure. Really insightful. It's been a pleasure to have you. So that's all we have time for this week on Tab York Live. This post will be available on our LinkedIn feed and the Tab YouTube channel. And we'll be back very shortly with another Tab York Live. But thank you, Michelle, once again.
Thank you, Elliot.
And have a great week, everyone. Enjoy the sunshine. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.